What's up guys? Welcome back to Golf Simulator Videos. We have an incredible video for you today because this is a question that I've been getting a lot lately. What are some good golf simulator games? All right, people have various launch monitors, golf simulators, not only at home with family and kids, but also commercial environments. People are looking for golf simulator games outside of the normal on-course play. Well, we're here to give you a first look at the ProTee Play software. This is actually currently a public beta software with tons of different games, ranges, and skills challenges. I think you're really going to enjoy what you see here. So today, we're actually using the UNEEKOR IXO system, dual camera, high-speed camera, infrared-based ceiling mounted system, but this is also compatible with various other launch monitors like SkyTrak, Ernest Sports, Flightscope, things like that. Make sure you shoot me an email if you're interested. I'll pin it to the top of the comments and put it in the description. It's really cool what they're doing here. This public beta is available for you to purchase and play, but you're also allowed to leave feedback right inside the software because they're going to be making improvements based on user feedback, changes, improvements, things like that. But wait until you see how much content is actually in the software. There is a ton to start off with. So we're going to dive right in and show you all of that. Really cool things, as far as, different things for your kids. But the other thing I wanted to point out is that not only just for, fun with friends and adults and things, but commercial environments. I have a ton of people that are like, hey, we want some golf simulator games. People want stuff outside of golf too. Well, it's going to provide that to these people. So, you have like a food and drink atmosphere. You have a big group of people. You can do a long drive contest. You can do darts and things like that, just outside of the normal golf. So it's really cool to have all of those options. So let's go in and let's start with some settings. All right, I'm going to walk over to my screen and I think I'll actually take down my camera just so I'm not blocking anything, and you'll see how that menu is down at the bottom. So you can make it in a window mode if you want. That's the exit button down there. We're all in the lower left, and then this little gear icon you can actually pop up. And let's just start with general. You have language, units. You're going to have game settings for each specific game. So you'll see those are settings that are specific to a different game that you'd be on. You can open up settings when you're inside of a game. Calibrate. This is a key feature that it has. So what you're able to do is see how it puts these measurements up on your projector. You're going to measure the distance between the red and the green. All right. Then you're going to measure the distance between the green dot and the physical ground of your turf. So from the bottom of that green dot image to your turf. Then you're going to measure the ground distance between the physical screen and the ball. And then what this is going to allow you to do is when you're playing things like darts and everything where the ball hits on the screen, I just did it quickly. I'm sure my measurements aren't that precise. And I mean, I'm waiting until you see where the dart hits based on where the ball hits on the screen. It's really awesome. Very cool feature that they have. Gameplay, you have different visuals that are available, distance markers that can be on, things like that. Camera positions that they have. There's one that's actually kind of cool if you're working on Apex. I'll show you guys that in a minute. But you have offset that's available, ball in view or kind of a first-person view, different types of traces that are available. Not only how many you want to show, but also the color of the trace and the type of trace. All right. 4K graphics, as I mentioned. You can set the different quality depending on how powerful your GPU is. You have brightness, contrast, a frame counter that's available to make sure you're getting the full frames per second. Ball settings. When you're in different games, like let's say, for instance, you can see the American football there in the background. Well, you can hit a football or you can change to a golf ball if you want. And you can do different sizes as well. So some really cool stuff. Audio. They have different sound effects and music. You can adjust all of that. I'm going to leave it all on. And then, of course, you guys will know that you can adjust that as much as you want. Now this last tab is really key because I said this is currently public beta, so understand that as we're showing this to you. You can send bug reports or suggestions right inside of the software. I think that's genius, the fact that they put that in there so they can better improve the software based on customer feedback. So that kind of goes through everything. I really like how there's a top menu that shows all the different favorites or sports or challenges. So if I go through those, you'll see that it's going to categorize those based on, the different sections that they have set up. Let's dive right out just to a range really quick. You can see there's a winter wonder range and there's also the summer range. Let's just jump out to the summer range. I might not show every single range because there's so many of them. Like I said, we'll probably have to do a follow-up video because there's so much. So make sure you comment below and let me know what you'd like to see. But here we are at the summer range. Let's go ahead and put our video back up so you guys can see inside of the GSV studio. Down on the bottom, you saw you're able to select trace colors, club type, things like that. The settings are available if you want to change them. But let's just hit our first shot so you can see how the data is displayed. All right, pulled my wedge just a little bit there. And now I have my side spin, my back spin, my side angle, okay, my launch angle, and then your shot numbers and everything are right up top. So all of that is available for you. Let's just go ahead and hit one more shot. And now you'll see that you can actually go through the different shots. I was able to straighten my wedge out a little bit there. I pulled that first shot. But you can see how the data is just easily displayed there, all right? And if I go up into my settings, what's nice is I can adjust anything that I want. So different the way I want things to look. So I could go to different visuals. So my top view and side views, if I wanted to have those on, or left or right or off, okay? But let's go to camera position and check this out. So not only can you see the previous shots, you can even hit a shot in this view if you want. So let's go ahead and just take a shot really quick in this view. And you'll see that you have that ball flying with the apex right there. So it's really cool how you can do that. All kinds of different options for that stuff, okay? Now let's go ahead and get out of here and go to another thing, because there's so many ranges and various things. I want to be able to get through this. So football, let's jump into that really quick. Let's go ahead and set up. You have different game types in each game usually, or I should say, yeah, it's a game type if you want to call it that, but you have practice, challenge, field goal combines. You can see every shot's further away. Let's just go to practice really quick, and I'll show you how this works. Now see how it's a football? That's what I was telling you. You can actually change that to something else. Now you'll also might want to, let's say you're playing with kids. Look down in the lower right. You can crank up the ball speed if you want and boost the shots. So I thought that was really cool that they allow that. And then they also allow you to change the trace color. Let's change it to white, for instance. And you're gonna wanna hit maybe a lower trajectory club for something like this, because otherwise it's going to fly up really high. So this would actually allow you to work on like maybe punch shots or anything like that. So let's just go ahead. What club do I have here? A 7-iron. Let's punch a 7-iron and see if we can get a field goal. There we go. I got my points and I'm good to go. So now I'm gonna, you know what I'll try to do? I'll try to hit this really low, like a low punch. See if I can just get it over the rail there. Oh, and it was, I'll tell you what, it was a miss because I did that. I pulled it a little bit left when I tried to do that. But this can even allow you to work on your trajectory, you know, spin, things like that. Get this just a little forward shaft lean. There we go. That one went through. You saw it go right over the pole. So it's cool. You can work on that stuff, you know, and at the same time have fun. So there's a good look at the football. All right, and I don't know if you noticed or not, but you can see how the trajectory of the ball inside the studio, and then also, you know, on the screen. And this is the one that's really going to show you that configuration tool and how it works so well. So darts. Everybody knows darts. I like it because it's 2 to 4 players, practice mode, time modes, multiplayers. Let's just go to practice really quick. And based on where you measured, you probably want to put your ball, because if you measured from back here and you have it forward, it's not quite going to be able to calculate that trajectory as much. So do understand that, but let's just go ahead and, oh, that was low. Now, did you notice where it hit on the screen? Right where the dot, or right where the dart hit the board. So I'm going to raise this up just a little more. Oh, that's gonna, oh, it's just above it too. I was gonna say that was so close. It was like right on the line. And this is just really shows you how that configuration tool can make this so immersive. I mean, right where that ball is hitting the screen, the dart is hitting. So really cool to work on a little chipping, you know, if you're trying to get a ball to land right in a certain area, and obviously just for good old fun. All right, so let's get out of this game and let's go to the next. There's so much to go over. I'm gonna try to show all these to you guys, but like zombie golf, for instance, we'll give you a quick look at it. Basically, you're out, you know, there can be zombies attacking you and you're trying to blow up graves and things like that. The different modes are right here. So like survival, basically, is I think where they'll start coming out after so long. And then what you can do, you can aim inside your simulator, but you can also use your touchscreen or mouse and you can aim towards the graves. So like, see how I'm aiming over here if I want to blow those up. So let's just go ahead but see the zombies walking down? You actually have to also not let them get you. I don't think that was far enough, but you can see how I got some points though for blowing up one of the graves. Now, if I wanted to, let's go back to the left here and try to throw a grenade down and get them. Right about there or so. And you could aim inside the sim, like I said. I just wanted to demonstrate how you can, manually aim. See if I can throw one down there. That the right distance? That's the question. Oh, it was just behind him. It was just behind him, but you get the point. So it can be fun for the kids. I think they like stuff like this. All right, next on the list is, I don't know if you notice how fast all of this, really goes as well. Loading and going to the main menu, really, really fast. This one's cool. My kids love this, and I've only had this for like a day messing around with it. I have my 7-iron back in hand because I feel like it's the best for something like this. Let's just use practice mode. I'm just using my touch screen as well. It works perfectly to go over and just hit what I need to on the menu. All right, so I'm gonna aim off to the left because obviously he's right there. Let's see if I can punch. Oh, I got it past him. The ball speed of the 7-iron is the way to go here. Obviously this could be a ton of fun for the kids or whole family. Fun game, and you can see how, it really has that ball flight that you're hitting. All right, next on the list, Central Park Ireland. You guys are really gonna like this because this is where it kind of mixes in the entertainment with strategy and skill and things like that. So different distances are available. We'll just go to practice, okay? And let's adjust this. I don't even have a glove on or anything. Let's just do 65 yards because a full wedge of mine is like 90, 95 yards. But let's say I'm trying to work on a 65-yard shot. Well, I've got cool graphics, I've got my 4K graphics with New York City and everything in the background, but yet I can sit here and try to hit this small target at 65 yards. See if that was right. It's gonna be close. Oh, I knew it was gonna be maybe a little short because I kind of just hit just a tad behind the ball. But how fun is this though? So you can sit here and work on your 65-yard shot and have a cool, experience to do it. So all the different distances. I don't know what the max distance is on this. I haven't tried it yet. Let's see. It goes out pretty far, I think, 174 yards. Or you could work on something as close as 65 yards. So a lot of different options there. So let's go ahead and exit out of here. And let's go to Galaxy Golf. Well, we don't need to play this one, but I'll show it to you because it's pretty straightforward. Basically, it sets you up out in space, outer space, so it'd be a great one for the kids. And all these different planets are gonna have different distances. Now you do have that boost mode available. You could crank the ball speed up if the kids need some more distance. Distance on this is 108 yards, and it says the angle is 7.1 degrees. So it lets you work on launch angles, all right? So pretty cool that you can do that. So let's go ahead and exit out of here. There are just so many games and ranges. So ProTee Combine. Everybody loves combines. I hear it all the time in the comments and in emails and everything else, people wanting, software to have combines. Well, guess what? This has a combine. It's going to take you out to a range, really good looking range. It's going to set you up with targets, all right, at the various distances, and you're going to go through all those different shots. So really cool that you can do that with the combine section on here. Long drive, it's just going to be another range where you can go out and you can set up long drive for a group of people. Really fun stuff. Obviously, long drive can be a really big entertainment aspect if you're in a commercial environment or you're at an event, something like that. You have a group of people coming over. You can kind of see that they set it up on kind of like a winter, wonderland theme. So I think it's fun when they do stuff like that. Anybody can just set up a normal range. Here's one for the kids, and I already showed this to my kids and they thought it was so cool. If you know Minecraft, okay, obviously this is, grabbing that theme of Minecraft, and they can come out here and you can probably aim them at the different guys, but you kind of have like a Minecraft golf ball, which I think is cool. And then I can just aim at that guy out there. Did I get it right? I got it right. And that's a nice part, you know, the UNEEKOR IXO, you know, allows you to aim right inside the simulator, which is nice. Or you have the option to aim as well, so they put that in there. But, so that's a lot of fun, They really, I mean, just a wide variety of stuff in here. The soccer, I don't really need to show you that because it's just a little different for the kids, but bowling I will show you. And I'm gonna tell you right now, because I've already talked to ProTee about this, you do have to turn up the ball speed because what they're doing right now is they're trying to see if they can configure the different ball speeds for the different launch monitors. So for instance, I'm gonna turn this up to like 140% and see what it does. Because IXO, for instance, it seems to be slow on here. But this is where you get to use putter, which is great. All right. You can see that roll down there. So you definitely want to turn up the ball speed though. I noticed that right away. And you can see how this one isn't even really cranking super fast. Pretty straightforward stuff. The one thing I will point out is that they have down at the bottom, you can go not only game modes, you can change it if you wanted to, but guardrails. So cool for the kids. And you can do it either hard, medium, or fast. All right. So straightforward bowling, cool stuff. I like how it's a long lane too. Excuse me. Next up is skee ball. And we're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna turn up that ball speed. All right, I'm gonna turn it all the way up. And practice mode. And you shouldn't need to change your club at all. See how it said it won't even let you select a putter? You know, you shouldn't need to do that anyway, especially for something like IXO. ProTee interface might want you to do that, but you know, for IXO, you don't need to. All right, here we go. And see how that speed, you really have to adjust the speed. There's probably some feedback I'm gonna give them, is that they're gonna need to figure out the putting speed for the various launch monitors, because you can see how when you hit that, this needs to go a little bit further. So obviously some putting games, you know, coming when they work all that out. Fantastic stuff, really cool. All right, what else do we have here? Demolition range, and that's for the kids or adults, doesn't really matter. Really straightforward though. So I keep forgetting there's all these different game types for every single game. All right, there we go. All the different various points that you can see there, and it allows you to basically aim right at them. Let's go for that 265. I'm gonna have to see if I can get the distance down though. Oh, is it too far? I went behind him. But it's straightforward, obviously. Send off the grenades, and they're gonna blow up the various objects and give you points, so. All right, what's up next? Classic mini golf. I'll just show it to you really quick. I mean, it's very straightforward again. You know, you have the different mini golf courses. You go right out here. I mean, I love how immersive the graphics are. You know, you're playing in 4K. They're fast, smooth. You know, so you guys will have to let me know what you think about that. But I really, really do like. I'm recording this in 4K. YouTube compresses it, so you might not be as good as you know, what you see in real life. Because when I'm sitting here with my 4K projector and my 4K monitor, let me tell you, it very crisp graphics for sure. Just going to show you this range really quick. It's basically an aircraft carrier range. They're trying to give you a bunch of different options. It's cool that they did that. So you have a desert range, a polar ice range. I'll show you that one really quick. Notice how fast they're loading too. Once they're downloaded, the loading speeds are extremely fast. All right, so there's the polar range. It's pretty cool. Summer range just has a waterfall in back. It looks cool. SWAT trainer, I'll show you this game really quick. Basically has a bunch of targets set up out in the field, aim at the targets, and it's pretty straightforward from there. So you can see the different targets, just like you do. Shoot off the grenade at the different targets, and that's how you're gonna get your points. All right, what else do we have left here as we try to get through everything? Grand Canyon range, I'll show this one really quick just because it's really cool. I mean, it's tough not to show everything because there's so much. I know they were working on 20 minutes though. Excuse me there. Sorry, as my allergies are getting me here in Michigan. But I kind of want to show this just because look how nice the water is and look at the background. You know, it's cool, the different situations that they're putting everybody in. Just kind of gives you something different. Like I said, not the normal golf, making it fun. A little kids range called, you know, the fabric range there. Siege the Wall, another game. You basically are going to be hitting the bombs at the wall and based on your shot, you know, blowing up the sections of the wall. But once again, I mean, check out the graphics. You know, 4K graphics, really cool. Something totally different for the kids to be hitting balls at, you know, and that's what matters. That's what really matters. And then it says, is this it? Not really. More incredible games are coming your way soon. So this was just a first look video, guys. Like I said, golf simulator games. I really think that this is a sector of the marketplace that I think is just going to grow and become really important. Not only is the golf aspect getting better and better with courses and everything else, I mean, it's fantastic, but when you can add something like this to your golf simulator, not only for your family and friends and kids, but in that commercial space, like I said, think about the value that's being added there, you know, being able to offer so much more than just normal golf. I really am enjoying this so far. I'm going to make sure that I submit different feedback that I see, because like I said, it's important to understand that it's a public beta, and this is a first look at the software, you know. But if you're looking for golf simulator games, check out ProTee Play. Shoot me an email. I'll pin it to the top of the comments and put it in the description. And as always, I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video. All that helps support the channel, which I really appreciate. And stay tuned, because there'll be more coming soon.